Welcome back to Satisfactory. I am so glad you're here. Today we're going to finish up our coal power plant, at least the functional side. Whether I come back and do decorations is a whole different kind of question. But right now, we're going to get this thing functional. We're going to add another 600 megawatts to the plant by getting some water extractors. Then we're going to connect some new coal. We're going to mix and balance that new coal. We're going to downgrade a couple of lifts. That'll make more sense in a minute. We're going to connect the water, connect the coal, overclock the coal generators, and then add some power storage. Let's do it. We just so happen to be near our build site. We can get a nice aerial view. You can see right here where we need to add 2 more water extractors. Depending on when you're watching this, a future video, or future live stream actually, I revisited this location and we made some tweaks to the original side of things that increased our... Ooh, I don't like that. It increased our power output from 600 to 900. Doing some overclocking. Just based off of the resources available to us locally without overclocking. All right, we got the connections in, and then I think we'll go to horizontal vertical. I'm having a heck of a time with our selections today. We'll just make this a noodle. Put in the upper floor, put in some power. And then technically, if I look at the settings over here, they're set to 100 per. Chances are good, so this is going to be the same over here. 100, enter. Pipes can't handle much more than that anyway. 1.2. That would be, they would pump that for almost free, but man, that would take forever and you'd need a lot of water extractors. All right, and then the only other thing we have to do is come down here and put a chrome finish on these guys. Done. Water extractors completed. Now we got to connect this new coal source. It looks like it's already in place. Now the problem is we want 120. No, we don't want 120. We want 180 per side. That one can do 180, but this one can only do 150, I think. Yeah. So that's a problem. So this side's going to have to do an extra 30. So 210. Now, we've got to combine this coal and then get them to share because we don't want 210 on this side and 180 on, or 150 on this side. We want 180 on both sides. Also, we want to make sure that we've got coal to run this thing while we're building. We have exactly one foundation worth of space if we maintain this as our design motif. I think I'm going to drop this straight down. We might have to do something fancy. We'll just guess that as the location. And then, can I merge this? What's our speed? What is our belt speed? Logistics. 270. So the answer to that question is no. I can't merge it in. We want 180 on each of these. So that means effectively, if we try to merge it down to one belt, it will result in less than 180 output. You know, if I put a splitter or merger on this, it might nudge this just enough. I mean, I guess I could try it without it. It's going to let me do it. If I bring it down one more level, it will really let me do it. This side going to the ground is so much easier. Just go to the ground, connect it. Done. This one, 18 steel, so it's somewhere more than 18 steel. Really? That looks like it's below it. No, that's better, actually. I think I forgot to connect these outputs. All right, so the unbalanced levels are coming in this way. This side is providing 210. This side is providing 150. $360, perfect. Divided by 2, 180. That's the exact amount of coal we want for our power plant. Man, you know what would be ideal? We can't split this on a single. What I'm going to have to do is... Oh boy. Let's try not to create a ton of these already. As always, our inventory is filled to the brim with stuff that we need to actually do our builds. And I'll delete that a bit. We could probably figure it out. If we had a belt, if you could control the speed of the belt, that would be great, but they all always go to the max. And since that happens, these guys don't necessarily feed evenly. Think about this for a second. One of our things is correct though, right? Yeah, this goes at 60. So I'm gonna go with a production, no, a wall. It gives me the conveyor wall. I might need this whole space. We're gonna split and then immediately merge. The splitter is going to run on 3 60 belt outputs. And then it can come out of here whatever speed. greater than 180. And then we can go into here at whatever speed. I like that. I didn't like the execution though, but I think it's mathematically sound. Let me just tweak this to be in alignment. So splitter right away. Then a merger. Max feed into this for both sides. Slow belts to split. That gets us exactly 180 for both sides of the... Let's say both phases of the coal power plant. Now we'll each get exactly 60. This middle belt doesn't do anything. I should probably take it back. I'd hate to debug it later trying to figure out why that belt isn't doing anything when it just isn't doing anything. What would straight trying to do in that scenario where it's just a little off? Try to turn it at the last minute. There. So now both sides are getting exactly 180 per minute, regardless of whatever else happens. That should mean I don't need to go crazy trying to upgrade all this. So it should all be faster than 180. Except for Mark II is 120. All right. Did I put a dismantle crate underwater? I did. Okay, I'm leaving dismantle crates all over the place. Let's be smart about this. Just leave ourselves some room to breathe. Hope against hope we can get this dismantle crate out of the water. Oh, got it. Okay. Underwater upgrading, the least favorite thing of mine. Let's downgrade these lifts so they're exactly 60 each. That way they should lift relatively smoothly without stopping. Because our plan is to use exactly You know what? This underwater merger doesn't make any sense. Now, we've got this. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I don't think we have anything. Like, why isn't it letting me target this? Oh, I somehow shifted to only delete 1 meter foundations. Interesting. All right, let's take this out and this out. A slow speed lift with a splitter on it. Then these guys are going to take from the center. And then we're going to put conveyor belts in between. I got to do this again so I can figure out how am I supposed to click on this. Right in between them. Which is hard to do since all I can see is a reflection. Maybe I scoot over a bit. Well, I think that worked. I see. I gotta... Ooh. Let's see if we get a nice, even coal lift here. Look at that. Whoa! Almost fell into a hole there. Alright, let's check where we are. We put in the water extractors. We connected new coal. We mixed, matched, and balanced the coal. We downgraded the lifts. Now we just need to connect the water, connect the coal. Not sure how I want to do this quite yet. I went out of my way to make sure that these all received coal in a perfectly balanced way. I don't think I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do all that this time. It's one belt. Each one of these things is doing 22.5 times 8, 180. The number we should know. And then our logistics is exactly 270. So if we force feed them all and then just put it on a manifold, I think it'll be fine. I think we're going to need one more foundation for this service layer. We'll put splitters on all of these. Just go straight down the line. And then we'll put in a drop hole here, and then a nice little... Oh boy. Did I put that in right? I had to have, right? Yeah. This is just wrong. Right. Do I have to go across here, or do I just... Let's think about this. Uh-oh. I could come up... Ooh. There's actually not a very convenient place to do this. I could merge, go around, then I still need to get the water in. Though I could go that way and get the water in behind. That's not acting like it's connected. For good reason. I think it's too close. Let's back it off one. Okay, we had to not use straight there so we could make our way. Sometimes the view is just too cool. I'm gonna grab some coal from... Doesn't really matter which side. Maybe this side. I'm gonna give the first one a full load of coal just so it's forced to share. And I'm going to give the last ones coal just because they're last on the list. And I want them to all start with some amount of coal so they don't start up starting and stopping. Okay, well, we grabbed enough coal for everybody to get some. Woo. Okay. All that's connected. I'm pretty sure... Uh-oh. That was almost a nightmare. All right, and then maybe one more nice strip for water. Maybe two. We've got 2 pipes, 8 machines. Problem is you can't easily connect. So maybe I should put these right here, kind of in the midpoint of the midpoint. So that water comes up, and then what do we do? We could double back this way, then go across, and then just, it's going to be a lot of junctions. I don't typically use clean pipe. And then, how's this guy gonna get connected though? This guy on the end is pretty straightforward. Just connect them like that, right? One, two, three, 4, which means this is the last one. I was going to try to connect that right away, but we got a little bit of work on that subsurface layer to do yet. But we're just going to experiment 1 to 4. If I pull it back 1, that's probably a faster way to build this. All right, and then I think we just pull this pipe right here. And then if this will go, I'll go all the way there. We're probably like half a foundation short. Come on. That's brutal to be that far. All right. Let's stop playing around with it. Let's just get it done. I can hear new generators kicking on as we speak. What? Starting to think this floor hole isn't really here. Well, let's just delete all of that. Rebuild. Weird. But we got it. Love seeing those new smokestacks. $112.5. I wonder why this one... It's having water issues. Normally I build high gravity water towers here, but we're gonna avoid that. It's not wholly necessary, but I would pump the water up above the coal power plant's entry point and then let gravity pull the water into the coal power plant. That seems to be the only way to fully guarantee There you go. 1800 power. Looking good. All water pumps are firing. One of them is giving me the yellow. And by the time I got there, it's green. Okay. So that's another advantage of a small buffer. I'd have to really want it at this point. I could put like 4 buffers right here and then just peel this off, connect it, then reconnect it. Do the same over here. Technically, these buffers, well, no. The problem with these buffers at this point is I'd have to put another pump in. So yeah, we're not doing that. If it gets really funky, we'll figure it out at that point. Not until we get to a significant funky level, though. All right. What else? We have inserted our wall extractor or water extractors. We've connected the coal. We've mixed and balanced the coal. We've downgraded the list. We've already done this checklist once before, but I didn't save. We connected the water. We connected the coal. We overclocked our generators. Now we just need to add some power storage. Let's take a step back here. Is my inventory full? It is. Somehow I ended up with more stuff after this build. I guess that's the danger of using your digital depot so effectively. Actually, these miners are a great candidate for... Oh, they actually stack now. That's nice. But they're a great candidate for the digital depot. I'm going to forget that I have tickets in the digital depot. Those 7 tickets are going to stay there for a very, very long time. I already know what's going to happen. A lot of the iron products are getting uploaded automatically, so there's not going to be any room for those. Okay, I don't like seeing belts pause like that. Same reason why I have this set up the way it is. That should be exactly 360. So 6 times 60 is exactly 360 coal per minute. So that is perfect. There should be no pauses. There should be no spaces. There should be no gaps. just want to get a sense of, like, how far out are we at that point? That might be a good place to sort of have a little boop, and then a boop, and then a boop, and then go zoop. We go 4x4, everybody on their own, super comfortable. One, two, three, four. Oh wait, I'm basically building all 16 at this level. I was planning to do it as a tower. But I guess I could do it as a room. Somewhere over here, we gotta connect. Kind of a semi-effort to hide the wires. I love the fact that you can hear batteries charging. Such a great addition. All right, so now I think just for a decorative standpoint, I probably want to put a nice little ramp on this. I'll just let this be the end of the building effectively. I'm tempted to keep this little bit of water here. I do have a question. Am I allowed to have a question? A large billboard. Can I get this underwater? I'm going to have to force it if I want it underwater. What happens if this is underwater? I know what it used to do. Well, whatever I do, I am going to have to do something that includes that, because that lit underwater area looks too cool. I can't tell if it's the upper or the lower side, though, that's actually providing the lighting. Well, this would have let me build underwater without problem. In the old days, if you had something underwater, it would just be off. It wouldn't work at all. So this is lit, but I don't think it's casting. Well, it's casting on this side. I won't know for sure until the whole thing is enclosed and the only lighting we're dealing with is the lighting we can see. All in all, though, I think that's pretty nice. What if I chrome these? Oh man, they look so much better chrome. Knowing my luck, I'll find out that every chromed item in the game reduces your frame rate by 0.2. And by the time I notice it, it'll be too late to undo it all. Wow, these things throw off heat distortions. All right, I think that's it. We've added our power storage. I think we need to go, we could take a pass at it for decorations. Like we'll do something really cool for the stairwell here. Little stuff like that. Why is this guy having a hard time? Oh well, we'll figure it out later. The point is right now we're getting all the power that we wanted. Nice, even 1800 power. Thanks for hanging out, and we're storing some of it. We'll see you next time.